Hi, I'm Pamela. Welcome to Culinary Grace. So this evening I'm running late getting home from work. I ran by the grocery store and I picked up some wild salmon, and I'm going to make another family favorite. I feel like a broken record, but another family favorite, my orange glazed salmon. So really easy. It's orange marmalade or apricot if you have that. A little bit of soy sauce, fresh ginger, garlic, and a little bit of lemon juice just to cut the sweetness a bit. Okay, so let's get started, and we're gonna start with our ginger. I'm actually gonna cut a knob off, and I'm gonna use a little bit more than I will for my recipe because I'm also gonna make some ginger cucumbers to go alongside our salmon. So I'm gonna pop that in the food processor. We're gonna do this super fast. I like it to be easy. Just get it done. Nice and ground up. There are still a couple big chunks. It's gonna get whizzed up again, so that's not a big deal. I'm gonna put some of this in a bowl for my ginger cucumbers and set that aside. And then let's put this back on. And I have about half a cup of orange marmalade. I can't always find orange marmalade, so sometimes I use apricot. If you have peach, you could do that too. You could use a pineapple. It's up to you. Make it work for you and your taste. Orange is what I just finished that jar, so I usually get 2 salmon recipes out of a jar. I have just a squeeze of fresh lemon, and there's some seeds here, so I'm going to squeeze it into my hand. Keep the seeds out. I have a small piece of garlic and about a tablespoon of soy sauce. I don't want too much soy sauce, but I do want to thin out the orange marmalade. And I use lemon juice instead of orange juice because I don't want to add more sweetness. This is more of a savory, sweet and sour. Our salmon, I use wild salmon always, only. It's me. Things I've learned over the years. I personally avoid farm-raised salmon. Again, that's my preference. You do what you would like to do. Let me take this thing out before it falls and I make a mess, which I'm very good at. Okay, I'm just going to make sure your salmon's dry. Did I say that? I have the oven preheated to 425, and I lined the sheet pan with parchment just to make it easier to clean later because this will caramelize. So 425 in my oven is probably 375 in other people's oven. It just does not get very hot, but nothing to be done about it right now because we're moving out in a few months. Going back east. Time to leave California. Okay, those are nice and covered. The younger child is going to college this summer. There's a lot going on around here. It is that simple. What did that take? Not even 5 minutes. We're at like 4.5 minutes right now. It's so simple. Once you have your ingredients pulled together, you just whip it up and you've got your glaze for your salmon within 4 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in the oven. Salmon on average takes 8 to 12 minutes. These are thin fillets, so I'm going to watch them closely. Again, you know, everybody's oven is different. I have some rice cooking here. I do have a cucumber. I'm going to make a cucumber and ginger salad. So this cucumber and ginger salad is something from my childhood. When I was a little girl and we lived with my grandparents in New Jersey, our neighbor, Ben, took care of his elderly mother, and Ben had traveled the world. And back in the 70s, that was kind of a big thing. And I loved to listen to his stories. And I was so young. I mean, I'm 8, 9 years old. But Ben also cooked for me every time I'd go over to the house and we'd hang out and chit chat. And he taught me this recipe. Now back in the early 80s, I don't know that you could get fresh ginger in the grocery store. He used dried ginger in his recipe, and it has stuck with me all these years. It is 3 ingredients. It is rice wine vinegar. You can use ground dried ginger if you'd like. I am using fresh ginger. I don't really care how you don't eat the ginger. The ginger is just going to flavor the vinegar. So it doesn't matter how well it's ground up. And you saw me cheat and throw it in the food processor. And I'm gonna cheat again and just use the mandolin and get this done really quickly. And throw some cucumbers around the kitchen. Okay, this is when you should get the handle out, so don't watch. And I'm going to stop there. I know myself well enough. I've already lost some fingertips in my cooking career. Okay, that goes in there. I have just this happens to be organic because it's what was on the shelf today when I went to the store. I'm gonna say you want this to marinate, so that's the deal. That's why I put it in this snap top container so that I can seal it up and shake it up so that the ginger infuses the rice vinegar and the cucumbers absorb all that flavor. And it's really, really simple. I don't like to add sugar, but you can add like a teaspoon of sugar just to sweeten the rice vinegar up a little bit. This brings back so many memories. I mean, how I even remember that recipe from a long time ago. It's been a very long time. Ben's been gone for a very long time. Very sweet man, and his mother was very sweet as well. So this, I try to get done 1 or 2 hours before dinner, but not on the night when I'm running late. This will be delicious tomorrow as well. So whatever we don't eat with dinner tonight will be taken care of tomorrow. All right, and I'll be back in a few minutes when our salmon's ready. I have some rice cooking, but I am not much of a rice cooker. I can make it happen and it works, but I don't totally understand the ins and outs of rice. But we're gonna have some rice and cucumber salad and our orange glazed salmon. Okay, see you in a few. So here we go. Quick, simple, healthy salmon dinner. Some rice seasoning topping for me, not the teenager. Ginger cucumber salad. Ideally, you make this before you started the rest of your dinner. It doesn't take long for the ginger and the rice vinegar to be absorbed by those cucumbers and give them really great taste. And I hope you love it as much as we do. I'll see you again soon.